Hello, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We're streaming on all channels. Hello, everybody on Zoom. Everybody on Zoom, say hi to everybody on Facebook and YouTube, and back at you, YouTube and Facebook. Welcome, everybody. So excited to be with all of you. I'm going to get going to, there we go. We are in day 4 of your vices, releasing your vices. And so your vices are anything that doesn't feel good. It could be an internal vice like fear. It could be an external vice like, I don't know, sugar. I mean, I saw sugar, caffeine, a lot of different things that were mentioned that people are working on, self-doubt, and really just allowing yourself to feel the connection with compassion. At least starting there, that place where you want to go into guilt or shame or, powerlessness. We're going to go deeper with that role of powerlessness, where we feel that no matter what we do, we can't seem to be happy or lose the weight or make more money or find a man or find a woman or, stay in a relationship, whatever that thing that we feel money definitely for people. When we feel powerless, we're playing a role inside of our own drama triangle. And whenever we feel that sense of this sucks, poor me, how come it's hard for me, that kind of language that just is disempowering, that doesn't feel good, is the cleanest, simplest way I could say it. What we're telling ourselves inside of our own minds doesn't feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, it's coming from the drama triangle. It's coming from that, it's like the Bermuda Triangle. It's like, you never get out of it. It's a triangle within ourselves as roles, and you can get out of it by the way, but the roles that we play inside of ourselves. And so we talk about the drama triangle, and here on the challenge and inside the Vice Freedom program, which starts on the 8th. So just consider it like a continuation of what we're doing here. I know many of you are already Vice Freedom graduates already, and you're back for even a second, third, even maybe fourth or fifth time. And it's just an amazing community to get you started. Sometimes we kind of fall off the wagon, as they say, but it's just a great opportunity to get back on, push the reset button, and do it again. And it might be something different this time, or it might be something that you're going deeper with. So wherever you are in your journey of even realizing vices, because I've had a lot of people write in and tell me in different configurations, like, I never realized that worry is a vice. And then they get like how it is a vice, because worry is coming from that part that is feeling like a victim, that's in the victim role. Now, I want to say this, because I would have never, ever admitted or thought that I was playing a victim. Because oh my God, a victim, that's so weak, right? Don't play a victim, that's not good, because I have all this judgment on, I don't want to be a victim. So I would resist it. I'm not being a victim, but God, why is it so hard for me? But I'm not playing a victim. It was like, I'm not in self-pity. How come they got it easier than I do? That kind of whiny. I was playing the victim. We all do it. It's an ingrained part of it. It's a role we play sometimes. And it's not outward, maybe to others, nor will we ever admit it. But when we can really just kind of sit with it and go, you know what? I do sometimes play the victim. I never realized that. But not only that, you also play the rescuer, the good guy, right? You're the one that's, I've got the solution. A lot of us here are rescuers, be positive and, find a better way and shift your thoughts and let's work with energy and find a new vibration. I mean, there's that rescuer, like, come on, We want to motivate and inspire and be in a space of change, right? And somehow make a positive difference in other people's lives, right? But when we go beyond that, where we try to not stay in our consciousness, but try to do that for others, think this way and do this, and I know you're resisting me, but when we just stay in our own lane, then we feel good. And we're not in the drama triangle playing any roles. We're aligned with who we really are. And that feeling of connecting with who we are and what we want, and being in our own energy bubble, focusing on the vibration that feels good for us. Yes, others are spinning around us and other things are spinning around us. But we don't have to take on other people's vibrations. We can just stay in alignment. And the persecutor, which is as sneaky as that victim, the persecutor inside of us is, and hi, everybody, welcome. I know I'm just chatting before we're not officially started yet. Just record it because I get going, and some people have asked me to record it. So here we are officially going to start in a moment. But that energy of lack, that energy of beating yourself up, shaming yourself, that's the persecutor inside of us. And so we can even give up connecting with that energy, that frequency. So yes, the Vice Freedom Program is a great place to continue the momentum for the next month. And I hold the vision that all of you are free from your vices, whatever it may be, whether it's you're smoke free or you're sugar free or you're caffeine free but we're going to stop focusing on that. So that instead of being free of something, what do you want to feel instead? So that we're not even bringing that into the consciousness, because for me, right, when I was quitting smoking all those years ago, it was like, I am a non-smoker, right? I'm a non-smoker. And I would think about what would a non-smoker think like? What would a non-smoker feel like? But I kept to myself because I was at that point a smoker. So going into thinking myself as a non-smoker, that was a vibrational difference. That was good. After a while, I didn't want to include smoker or smoking in my vibration at all. And so it was just, what does that feel beyond saying I'm smoke free or coffee free or sugar free or fudge free or worry free, because you see, the focus is still on the problem. It's on the lack, or it's on the what you don't want. That's okay. That's a vibrational step up. But to get to the next place where I'm just free. This is why this is Vice Freedom. Because even in your mind, even in your focus, you just are free to create. All is well. Now, what do you want to create? So, appreciate all of you being here for day 4. I just want to talk a little bit about the program that's going to be starting on January 8th. We just continue what we're doing here. This challenge is until the 7th, and I am excited to continue with all of you. Just want to give you some information on what you receive inside of the program for those of you that have never done Vice Freedom program with us. You will be in a membership site where you'll have all the replays to go back and listen to anytime you want. So if you can't be here every day at this time live, you have those recordings available. You'll receive an email, and you can check the email and then go into the membership area whenever is at your convenience. And if you are committing to this shift for yourself, really, really committing to this, don't do it if you're not going to commit. I want to help support you if you're going to actually do this, because it works. And there's so many people here that have done other things, let go of and changed other vices in their lives, including myself, from sugar several times, from smoking cigarettes to drinking soda to artificial sweetener to, I mean, coffee, the list goes on and on, wine, alcohol. I mean, so if you are committed to this shift yourself, you can set about 20, I would say 30 minutes a day to experience these daily sessions with myself and the council. And today the council's coming in and doing the full thing because they want to talk about abundance, and I'm stepping aside to have them do that. So you also get with the membership 2 live Q&A sessions with myself and the council to ask any question. Sometimes they'll just start doing energy work and doing healing work. Speaking of that, you also get a ticket to the virtual healing event that is in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a live event, but we're also doing it as virtual. In February 25th from 9 until 1 o'clock, and 9 to 1 o'clock, that would be Mountain Time. So you get also a private Facebook group to ask questions, receive support, and you also get a ticket to, as a bonus, sorry, I've got my puppy's hair somewhere around me. You also get a ticket to Mary Morrissey's live event and her Dream Builder Live as a bonus. So you get all that support, and you get to join us for live sessions, and you get to also, once you're in Vice Freedom, you're always in Vice Freedom. You come back anytime, and the program is live for you anytime you want. So today, for the challenge, day 4, we are talking about law of sufficiency and abundance. This is my favorite law. It's the one I understand the most. It's the one that helps shift me the most. It's the most important law, in my opinion, and the council would agree. And it's the one that ties all the 7 essential laws together. It's the most important one to implement because most people are not aware, and it's all vibration. If you're in lack, you feel bad. If you're in abundance, you feel good. That meeting point, or like think of it as sections, right? You got lack, doesn't feel good. You got compassion, which neutralizes. Also in this aspect is looking for positive aspects, finding the now moment to be appreciative and grateful, grounding back in. This is where alignment starts. This is that bucket of satisfaction. I'm not like, wow, over the moon excited about something, but I'm okay. Here I am. That opens the doorway to abundance, which abundance just feels good. So we're going to talk about how abundance relates to vices and how we think that a vice actually is helping us, but it's limiting us in some way. And when you are limited from a vice, you're blocking your abundance. So council is going to come in and share this portion and do a process with everybody to get everybody into abundance. So before I go, close your eyes and just start to feel the essence energy that you have declared for your new year. Feel that essence energy all around you. Those of you that have done the New Year's Eve meditation, feel yourself literally meeting the energy that you sent out ahead. For those of you that didn't do the New Year's Eve meditation, it's there and available, but go ahead and right now, just choose a frequency that you'd like to feel. Maybe it's joy, peace, calm, excitement, passion, and just let yourself connect inward and feel as if you are under a shower head of light. You're under a waterfall of light, and just letting light pour into you. Imagining that every single cell in your body is turning upward to the light, to this vibration. And you are becoming a cooperative receiver, creator with that vibration. Just think about that word or those words. Think about, feel your way into the vibration of that word, the felt sense of it. What would you think if you were immersed in that energy of joy or love or success or abundance, whatever that may be for you? Just let yourself connect with it. We are here. Hello, delights. We are here with each of you. And you are here in divine light. Divine light feels good. It is where the range of abundance and all things that relate or are in alignment with abundance. So any frequency, vibration, that feels really good. You know you're in abundance. When you are using a vice, now we are going to do some clarification on something because this is important for all of you to hear. If you are feeling great in your life, if you are feeling really good, you're appreciative, you feel aligned, doesn't mean everything in your life is perfect. You might have some contrast here or there, something you're thinking about or bridging the gap between, or a project that you're really loving working on. And then there's the next part where you don't quite know. And so you need to maybe bring someone in, or you need to gather more information. So it's not a problem, but it's something you're thinking about or working on. When you feel aligned, relatively joyful, good, at least content in your life, you don't need a vice. And you may enjoy that morning coffee. So we are not saying all coffee or sugar or wine. Some people ask, what about wine? Can I go to dinner and have some wine? You can go and do whatever you want to do. You have free will and choice. There's nobody looking over your shoulder. There is human laws. But if you're in alignment, you don't want to break those laws, because usually the laws, like stopping at a stop sign or a traffic light, abiding those traffic laws, helps create control in chaos. But we are talking about universal laws, the laws of sufficiency and abundance. You are all, let's call it from planet abundance. Let's put it into a realm where the human minds can understand a very many times unexplainable concept of your universe. However, we will give examples. So imagine there is a world built from all that is, and all that is only knows abundance. And this creator created a planet abundance. This is your earth plane. There's evidence of this abundance just on this planet. There's an abundance of people. There's an abundance of dogs. There's an abundance of stars in the universe. There is abundance of water in the ocean. There's an abundance of trees and grass. There's an abundance of breath, oxygen on planet abundance. And then as the divine does, gave all of you free will. Now, each of you, as the earth had already had people on it and different scenarios and times that were scary for the humans, like Great Depressions and recessions and things of this nature, and humans went through what all humans do, and that is the whole full spectrum of experiences and emotions, contrast and otherwise, because, for example, you all are aware of this. We don't think we are needing a spoiler alert or anything like this. All of you will transition back into non-physical. Doesn't matter if it's a dog, a cat, a human being. The trees, which we hear first, remain long after a human's lifespan. All of you will have the experience of grieving something, whether it's a trauma or a loss of your own innocence or a loss of someone that you cared of. The idea of loss, the idea of missing, takes this beautiful life of abundance and brings it over and seeps it into a reality that is in lack. The energy that gets stuck, the energetic parts of you that get stuck over here in consciousness, you actually never move from this planet, but it feels like you have become separated from it, like you are in your own planet, your own place of, no, but how come nobody else worries about if I'm going to have enough money for the next, I know I'm okay for a few months. But what if after? Oh God, the thought of that and the anxiety and the fear of that comes from an imprint, because who you are is abundant. And the divine sources you in your abundance. Yes, you do have to partner and do your own due diligence, do your own action, hear the sparks of information, and with full faith, move into action of what feels good. There's a partnership in creating, but the energy of abundance magnetizes to you all things that match that vibration. So an abundance of support, an abundance of money, an abundance of opportunities, an abundance of success, an abundance of health, an abundance of wealth, opulence, joy. Because it's all energy first. And as you are allowing yourself to connect with the feeling of abundance, and your consciousness. Now, what's your consciousness? Well, it's your words that you say. Some of you watch your words. Watchyourwords.com is where you can go. It's important to watch what you say, because there are words or phrases that bring you back into lack planet. And when you stop saying those words, when you start shifting your language, that comes and allows you to stay in abundance planet, or in your reality, abundance consciousness. When you have an abundance consciousness, situations and circumstances, clients and shows, projects and people, everything moves in and out. Nothing is stable in your earth plane. It is full of movement. It is full of energy. There is always a pre, a pop, and a post, which then becomes another pre, a pop, and a post of something else that you're manifesting. You are always in a state of becoming. And as long as you can plant yourself and be committed to abundance, when those people, things, losses, situations, circumstances, all those things change, you can feel the waves of what you need to feel the grief, feel the hurt, feel the sadness. Don't stay stuck in it. It's a vibration. So all of you right here will do an example of this. Right here, right now, from your minds, let yourself, and some of you are out of your minds in your higher minds because we bring a pretty high energy. Welcome. Hello, everybody in fourth dimension and fifth dimension. We all welcome you here in your consciousness. Let's move back down into your physical bodies, though. Let's drop down into the third dimension and allow yourself to be in your mind and drop down into your heart center. And then drop down into your belly. This is your emotional body. Let yourself just pulsate the energy. Let yourself feel a release of whatever you have been holding on to. And if you feel yourself having a cord, a connection to something, someone, some perspective, then allow yourself to feel it draining out through your belly. Just letting the pulsation, the energy, the waves of energy around your aura, just letting all of that with your command, because you are the energy master, let all of that release. And let the energy of abundance come in, filling yourself, imagining that energy bubble, that you are back on planet abundance. And you can imagine you are planted there, and any thought that you have that goes to lack, cut that cord so that you stay. You're not being pulled away by the cords or being fed energy by the cords. You cut them off. Using your imagination, of course, they're invisible. But the minute you feel a pull, a momentum calling, a part of yourself from the past pulling you in that direction, cut the energetic cords. But understand, he is still inside of you. Just because you're cutting off the cords, you're not cutting off from them. You still and always will be connected to the younger parts of you. But you cut the cords so they don't continue to feed you. And then instead, you create a higher cord from your heart to them. And in your now present moment, feel what you need to feel and release out of your body, out of your emotions. Let it drain, let it release. And as it's draining, as it's releasing, turn inward and upward, and also let the energy of compassion come in and neutralize for whatever you are experiencing, going through, that you are in a soothing energy and you have that comfort that in this moment, right here, right now, all is okay. You have breath, breathe in and breathe out. There's a lot more for Christy to share in this vice freedom challenge on the law of sufficiency and abundance. And so her show tomorrow on the Win-Win channel is going to be an extension of this information on how a vice really is coming from lack and not in abundance. We want to be respectful of all of your time. We appreciate all of you returning back to what is your original nature. Planet abundance is part of your divine design. It is one aspect of your geometric, energetic setup. And you have connection with abundance energy anytime you turn into it, turn your focus to it. Feel your abundance now. Not tomorrow, not in 3 months, not in 6 months from now, not yesterday, now. Surrounding all of you in light and reminding each of you that you are infinitely loved. Be well till it once. Allow yourselves to just breathe in light. Allow yourselves to just feel yourself, your body just grounding back. Feeling that steadfastness, that stability of your body on the chair, on the ground. That earth, Gaia, supporting you. Taking a deep breath in and releasing your breath. Allow yourself to very easily, very gently come back into the room. And today the tool, the affirmation really is, I appreciate all that I am and all that I have. Because it's that feeling of having the abundance now, that maybe the situation doesn't change immediately, but how you feel about the situation changes. And that's everything, because then the matter will catch up with the energy. So as long as we are continuing to focus on what feels good and abundance, and understanding that we are abundant beings living in a very abundant universe, if we believe in that, that's what we will see more of. And when we see something that is not of that abundance, that might look like something happened in the body, or something with finances, or you don't have enough time or patience, or you feel overwhelmed, or any of that energy, to cut the cord to that, to let yourself feel the compassion for feeling that, gathering the information, because the mind, we don't want to negate the mind. We don't want to negate our spidey senses, right? And that's what, when we get clear of emotions, we get sensitive to be able to feel and to know what's coming, or to know what we need to do, or how to protect ourselves. But being in that space of abundance, we get to feel good all along the way, and change our perspective and our energetic connection with contrast, but with things we don't want, by just focusing on, okay, what do I want? Really, what do I want? And then why do I want that? Why do I think I want that? As you contemplate that, you get in the field of that, right? And then to go deeper with, what is the feeling sense? What is that really that I want? And feel that, and be in the abundance of that, because then you're literally like a magnet. And then whatever inspiration comes to you, right? take that action, call that person or write that email or write down that idea or call, whatever, buy the book or join a program or whatever the guidance is giving you to get into that flow so that you become more of who you want to be and less of who you don't. Appreciate you all. And I'm going to be talking more about abundance and sufficiency and contentment and compassion and vices that relate to all of that on the show tomorrow on the Win-Win Network. So if you want to, we also have a recording of that if you can't be there live. Appreciate all of you. Take care. See you tomorrow as we talk about the law of pure potentiality. This is one of my favorites. Well, I say that about all of them. They're all important. I love all the 7 essential laws. See you all later. Bye, everybody.